I'm pretty sure you didn't think that I would give you this kind of answer, but yes. Hello beautiful, awesome people, welcome back to my channel, or for those of you who are new here, hi, how are you? My name is Eleftheria and I'm a front-end developer. We are in the second episode of this series that you guys ask me questions and I tried my best to give you an answer. Although I'm not super professional or I don't have a really big experience on everything, I just want you to know my answers and hopefully they will help you in your coding journey. So in the previous video I talked a little bit about 100 days of code and how you can achieve your goals and things like that. But today we have some other cool questions again from you, and they are more focused on projects and how to take up projects and things like that. Before we start with the answers, I would like to remind you to subscribe to my channel, it would be awesome. And another thing, go on Twitter, use the hashtag #LeftDoesCode and ask me your question. Or in this video, leave a comment below with your question or a link to project, a coding front-end project or a design that you would like me to review, and I will do my best to do it really soon. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. I have my questions here written in this paper, and the first thing that we're going to answer is what keeps me moving on when I'm having my hard days or when I don't feel like it. I think that as a coder you will have like quite a few days that you don't feel like it. Maybe it's something like completely mentally, maybe you feel like you cannot do it, maybe you feel that you don't worth something like that, maybe you feel that other people are smarter than you and they can code like really fast and stuff like that, or like you genuinely feel that you cannot do it, you cannot continue. And don't worry, we all have these days. Not every day is the same, and you will have the bad days, but you will also have your good days. If you don't feel like it, then you know what? You're not going to hear that from a lot of developers, but I would say stop. If you cannot do that, take a break. I mean, why not? We are not robots and we cannot do every time, every day, exactly the same thing. I'm pretty sure you didn't think that I would give you this kind of answer, but yes, if you don't feel like it, then pause for a while. But you know what? Then keep going. Keep going and really going on. Like, give everything you got. Because today maybe I'm taking a break, but I know that tomorrow I'm going to come stronger. I really know that and I really believe that. All of us from time to time need a break. Because you're not robots. But after that break, just go back. And when I say break, it can be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even a day. But I don't mean that you should take like 1 week or 2 weeks of break. No, I don't really mean that. I think that the most of it would be 1, maximum 2 days, but maximum, really maximum. For me, when I don't really feel like it, I will take just 1 day. And if I'm like in the middle of things, maybe I will just get 1 or 2 hours, but that's it. After that, I will sit in front of my laptop and I will code. Just code and code. Or sometimes like I don't code, but I do study quite a lot. Like for those of you that don't know that, I'm also a master's student in graphical arts and multimedia, while at the same time I work as a front-end developer. So my schedule can be pretty chaotic and sometimes I don't feel like it. Maybe I'm tired from working or maybe I'm tired from studying. But the thing that I will try to do is take a break. Like for me, I like going out and working out, so maybe I will do that. And after that, I will be back at home and I will study. That's it. No more excuses, just do it. Okay, and after that question, let's go to the next one, which says, when is the right time to take up a project? And it continues, but I will go to the other thing later. So the first part of the question, when is the right time to take up a project? My answer would be as soon as possible. Meaning that if you're not very familiar with coding, then yes, take your time and watch some tutorials, but don't devote all your time on those tutorials. Try to build something on your own. At first, it can be something small, not like a whole website, because this is difficult, but maybe like something really small, like a button or a navigation or a menu or a sidebar, something like this. Maybe you watched something in a tutorial on YouTube or whatever, and then try to recreate it. Start from something small and really, really don't stick only to tutorials. Try to build something on your own. So there isn't like a perfect timing, because you will never feel ready. Every time you will have something new to learn, but you shouldn't expect to learn everything and then going on projects or like taking up projects. No, as soon as you watched a tutorial or something, start coding. Take something small, and if you feel comfortable with it, then continue and take a bigger project. Now this question continues with how to search Google correctly with the correct terms. And again, this is like a really good question, and I think that a lot of newbies maybe have that problem. And when I started working as a front-end developer at my first company, I remember that sometimes my Scrum Master would say to me, yes, you do Google that, but you don't Google it with the correct terms. And I wouldn't understand him. I would be like, okay, but I am Googling it and I cannot find everything. But he was right and I was wrong. Just wasn't searching with the correct terms. And that's why I do like this question. So now that I feel that I have some experience, I would say understand why you have the problem that you have and try to search the reason. Like, I have a problem, don't just Google the problem. Think of the reason of why you have that problem. So Google the source of the problem. And you know what, like Google has everything. Stack Overflow has everything. So if you cannot find something, then most probably you're not Googling like really correct. So a small tip here would be to change the order of the words that you're using or the terms that you're using, and also rephrase the same thing. That could also help. But I think that the bigger issue here is Googling the problem, not just searching for the solution, but Google on why you have the problem. And if you understand why you have the problem, then maybe you can redefine the question to have a better answer. It will take up some time, and I think that as a senior developer or as a more advanced developer, you will Google like really fast and you will get answers really fast, and this will be because you will have more experience and not because you're more clever or something like that. So it is something that it will be better as time goes. Okay, I hope that my answer covered you. So let's keep going. What should be our mental attitude when we take up projects? Okay, our mental attitude should be something like, keep calm, you got this, you can do it. Trust yourself, believe in you. And sooner or later you will bump into things that you don't know. But don't be afraid of them. Just Google, as we said before, and try to find an answer. If you're stuck again, and if you have other friends that are developers, maybe you can ask them. But mentally, you would feel like ready to do something, and really don't be afraid of doing things, and also don't be afraid of doing mistakes. This is something that, again, it will help you make mistakes, really make mistakes. It's okay. You will realize that you made a mistake, and then you will try to fix it. As a young developers, sometimes we don't really care about how our code is written, and we only care about the final product. If it's something that it's for you, maybe it's okay not to look that much at the code. But if you are working as a professional developer, then of course you shouldn't only thinking about the final result, but also about your code, like the structure and everything, the architecture behind the code and all this kind of things. So try to combine these two different kind of things, because it is different. It is different to having a final project that works, and it's different to have good code that it's readable and it's sustainable, and if another developer comes, he can understand that code. So also have an attitude of combining these two things. Yeah, I hope that also helped you. Let's go. I think that this is the last question for today. Some tools and techniques to keep moving and be disciplined. Okay, how to be more disciplined? For me, I believe that it's something that comes from inside, and some people are more disciplined than others. But from the other hand, it also to be motive, to have the motive to do something. You will have the motive if you find what makes you start coding. Why did you start coding? I mean, take a pause and think about it. Why do you want to learn how to code? Or why do you want to study something? Or why do you want to be a developer? I'm sure that there will be a reason behind that. And this is something that you can use mentally to keep going and be disciplined. Some small tips here would be to, when you're studying, for example, you can use the Pomodoro technique that will help you be more focused. And if you're not familiar with the Pomodoro technique, I also speak about that in my previous video. Side note, if you didn't watch it, please go and watch it, link in the description below. Yeah, you can use the Pomodoro technique, or you can use some softwares that it will log specific website from your laptop, so you will not be able to open them, which means you will not be able to open like Facebook or YouTube or something, and you will be more concentrated to keep going and study or code what you want to code or what you want to achieve. Another thing is to schedule. So schedule all the things that you want to do and write them down. Writing them down will help you, first of all, schedule everything better, but also see what exactly you have to do, so you can prioritize them and having a clear mind on all of the things that you want to do. So, okay, I think that was for today as well. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, please leave a comment below if you have any question or something, or go to Twitter, use the hashtag #ILikeDevsCode and just type there your answer. I hope that you really like this video. Have an awesome day, see you really soon, and don't forget to code just a little bit. Bye!